Isang malasamuot na laban ang nangyari sa ating kababayan na si Magsayo sa kanyang huling dalawang laban dito sa 126 pounds featherweight division na kung saan naranasan ni Magsayo ang madungisan ng kanyang undefeated at walang bahid na pagkatalong kartada. At ito ay nasundan pa ng isa na namang muling pagkatalo dito sa Mexicanong si Brandon Figueroa. Alam nyo mga idol, bibihira po sa mga boksingero ang nakababalik mula sa dalawang sunod na pagkatalo. Nakadalasan po ay nauuwi mula sa pagre-retiro ng mga boksingero. Ito'y dahil sa hindi kasi kinakaya ng kanilang utak na dalhin ang bigat. Pero si Magsayo ay nagpahinga lamang ng 7 buwan bago po umakyat ng mas mataas na dibisyon na Super Featherweight Division, kung saan ay nagkaroon po muna ng 3 tune-up fight itong si Mark Magsayo bago siya dumating sa kauna-unahang mabigat na laban niya dito sa 130 pounds. Ngayon ay marami ang nagsasabi na delikado itong si Magsayo sa laban na ito. Ito'y dahil sa isang halimaw at sobrang lakas po kasi na boksingero ang kanya ngayong kakaharapin, at veteranong boksingero na ilang beses nang napalaban sa mga malalakas na kalaban. At ito na nga po ay si Eduardo Daraki Hernandez mga idol. Haharapin ni Magsayo itong si Eduardo Hernandez para sa WBC Super Featherweight Eliminator. Ang mananalo sa magiging laban na ito mga idol ay ang sunod na makakalaban ng kampiyon at ang Amerikanong si Ushaki Foster, na ngayon po ay may kasalukuyang hawak ng WBC Featherweight World Title Belt. Mabigat na laban po ang kakaharapin itong ating kababayan na si Magsayo dahil sa hindi po kasi biro na kalaban ang kanyang kakaharapin ngayon para mapagbigyan sa isang world title fight. Dahil sa ito ang tinaguriang Daraki ng bansang Mexico na si Eduardo Daraki Hernandez na may kasalukuyang kartada na 37 panalo, may 2 talo at may 32 na knockout dito sa kanyang 37 mga naipanalong mga laban. Kilala po itong si Eduardo Hernandez mga idol bilang isa sa pinakamalakas na boksingero dito sa Super Featherweight Division. Bagay po na naging dahilan kung bakit mayroon po itong 86% sa pagtapos ng kalaban. Kumbaga po mga idol sa 37 nitong nagawang mga laban ay 5 lamang ang nakaligtas sa tiyak na kapahabakan. Sa madaling salita mga idol, ay may diin din talaga ang suntok ng Mexicanong ito na pwede pong makapagbigay ng matinding pinsala. Isa lang masasabi ko sa laban na ito mga idol, at ito ay ang magiging maganda at isang kapanapanabik na laban ito para kay Magsayo dahil sa parehas malakas kung sumuntok ang dalawang boksingerong ito na hindi basta-basta nagpapatinag lamang sa laban. Inaasahan na sa isang mapait na knockout magtatapos ang laban na ito dahil katulad po nitong si Magsayo ay gustong gusto din po kasi nitong si Eduardo Hernandez ang mga boksingerong haling tulad sa estilo nitong ating kababayan na si Magsayo na mahilig makipagsabayan ng suntok. Bagay na bagay po ang estilo nitong si Eduardo Hernandez sa ating kababayan na si Magsayo na isa ring volume puncher. Dahil sa siguradong makakakita po tayo ng laban na maglalagatikan ng suntok sa kanilang katawan. Kumbaga unahan na lang po talaga ang laban na ito mga idol kung sino ang unang makakatama ng malakas na suntok na makapagpapayanig dito sa kanilang kalaban para makuha ang susi para sa gayon ay makaupo sa tabi ng kampyon. Kaya naman sa tingin nyo mga idol, kakayanin kaya ng ating kababayan na si Magsayo talunin ang malakas na Mexicanong si Eduardo Hernandez? I-comment nyo na po ang inyong magiging komento mga idol para sa gayon ay atin niyang mapag-usapan dito sa ating comment section. Ngayon mga idol may iyahain po ko na laban sa inyo at ito ay ang nagdaan na laban ni Magsayo at Hernandez. Unahin na po natin ang laban nitong si Eduardo Hernandez na kung saan ay kanyang nakaharap sa laban na ito si Eduardo Garza. Sa unang round ng laban ay madidiin po agad ng mga suntok ang pinakawalan nitong si Hernandez. Gusto agad ni Hernandez makakuha ang face ng laban. Kaya naman ay malalakas agad na suntok ang pinapatama niya sa kanyang kalaban na umepektibo naman dahil sa nayayanig din itong si Garza sa bawat patama nitong si Hernandez na naging pangunahing dahilan kung bakit sa round 1 pa lamang mga idol ay nagkaroon agad ng pinsala ang Amerikanong si Eduardo Garza.
Yeah. He turned pro at the age of 16, and I think it's showing up right now, the kind of experience that he has. Not wasting punches, not wasting energy, but still being technical and aggressive at the same time. Pretty impressive first round for Hernandez.
Hernandez in the pink, controlling the action here in round number 1.
Sa pangalawang round mga idol ay hindi na napigilan itong si Hernandez sa pagbibigay ng matinding pressure. Kaliwat kanang madidiing suntok ang tumatama dito sa katawan ni Garza. Pilit namang nakikipagsabayan si Garza ng mabibigat na suntok kay Hernandez. Kaya lamang mga idol, mas nangingibabaw po kasi ang lakas nitong si Hernandez. At dahil nga po sa ito ang estilo ni Hernandez, ay kaya naman hindi siya nahihirapan masyado sa kanyang kalaban.
Scheduled for 8. What does Garza need to do to sort of gain a little
step back? But his best defense is going to be his offense in this fight.
His best defense is his offense, and it worked for him early on in this round. Now he's taking steps back. It could be the cut that's bothering him. But when he's putting
Garza has been down 3 times in his career. All came in his 2 losses.
I think he's hurt right now.
There's that uppercut again.
See right here, I'm not mad at the It's gonna create a space. However, you gotta play people want to come back. You should just punch because the openings are there for you.
Good sweeping right hand by Hernandez to the ear of Garza. Then he goes to the body.
Hernandez, a natural finisher, guys, with both hands. And you can see him really stepping on the gas each time. He's got Garza cornered.
Those punches all from Garza miss. Good work on the defensive side against the ropes by Hernandez.
Yeah, I didn't need to be more.
Eduardo Hernandez.
Sa ikatlong round mga idol ay dito na po makikita ang sobrang laking pinsala ng mga suntok ni Hernandez. Biruin niyo po mga idol ay round 2 pa lamang ang nakakalipas. Ay ganito na agad ang pinsala ng suntok ni Hernandez. Kaya naman po ay sigurado na medyo mahihirapan ang ating kababayan na si Magsayo dahil sa tinapos nitong si Hernandez ang kanyang kalaban sa pamamagitan ng malakas na kaliwang body shot.
It's funny, we asked Rocky Hernandez to describe your style. He said Mexican style. Then he paused, smiled, and said the kind everyone loves. And that's certainly the case here. It's Garza who said he's trying to get away from the Mexican style. He's trying to be more technical.
Eduardo Hernandez big.
Big punches by both guys, overhand rights, left hooks, coming from both guys. And there goes a mouthpiece. I think that was Hernandez.
And I don't know if his face can keep taking this type of damage.
Exactly. He's got to get some respect. This is the way he does it. Pushing Hernandez back, let his hands fly. He's in there to punch Hernandez.
But Sean O'Brien, what do they always say, right? Straight man wins, and it's Hernandez that
Hernandez smells blood, guys. He is going in.
Big ball shot.
body shot drops Garza to a knee.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ngayon mga idol, panoorin naman po natin ang laban ni Magsayo dito sa Mexicanong si Isaac Abilar, kung saan ay kayo makapagsasabi kung uubra nga ba si Magsayo, kung ganito pong Magsayo ang haharap sa Mexicanong si Hernandez.
So, in order to stay active, he looked for a fight and he got one here tonight. How long will this last? I don't know. And that's a right hand from Magsayo immediately. As Canelitos in trouble, Magsayo coming out attacking, looking like the former champ that he is.
Avilar is very tough though, and he's awkward. If he finds his legs here early, he could get himself into this fight. But Magsayo has started very fast. The boxing fans familiar with Magsayo. Very good stance as you take a look. He's got good fundamentals, very quick feet, gets in and out fast, has fast hands.
And not here to get paid by the round. Magsayo in his last fight, when he lost to Brandon Figueroa, a unanimous decision. He lost his last two. He lost to Ray Vargas, a split decision, and Brandon Figueroa, a unanimous decision. He's now moving up to 130 pounds. So there's nothing left at 126, 130 is where he wants, and next year he wants to fight for a title. He did not want to sit around and only fight once this year. That's how an opportunity and spot came up on this show. Said yes, check the ego, not a main event, the fourth fight of the night, just to get the work. What a concept, fighters fighting, Rich.
That's it. I talked to Marvin Samodio about it. I said, what are you guys doing in this fight? And he's going, well, we're kind of testing. We're testing, you know, the new weight class. Let's see how it works, how it helps him or diminishes him.
Because if he were to wait for the new Amazon Prime and PBC deal, which is rumored to be in March, it'd be a year without fighting. And you mentioned he's in his athletic prime. You want to be active.
We know that Magsayo has world-class skills. I mean, he beat Gary Russell Jr. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
He also beat the man who's in the main event tonight, Rigo Hermosillo, back in 2020.
In a tougher than expected fight.
It's a good decision.
That was a good one.
Canelito. He's tough.
I did a telecast of Magsayo very early in his career, and there was all of that next Manny Pacquiao nonsense that was going on.
Any Filipino with calves is the next Manny Pacquiao. And Magsayo has big calves. But he's a different fighter. And they both acknowledge the low blow. Do we need a referee now? no disrespect to Ivan Guillermo. Edinburgh. So, Canelito was no pushover. So, Magsayo. Ask Marvin audio. This was scheduled for 10. How many rounds do you really expect? Marvin gave me the professional answer. He's like, well, we know this guy's tough. This is why we took this guy, because he's going to give us rounds. And we know that he's going to give us rounds. But we have some things to work on, things that we've adjusted in the gym at Wild Card. We want to see that is a great point for Marvin. You can only spar so much, and you can burn out a fighter in that way too.
Well, I think those comments are true. What Marvin said, not necessarily just coach speak.
Because he said, a fighter trains and trains and trains, and if there's nothing at the end that's reward, what are you really doing? You can only have to be in the gym for something. We've been around guys, let's say, know that they have a fight date, all of a sudden just switches up. The lady wants him to knock him out, okay. Marvin does speak English, so he understood.
With the uppercut from Magsayo inside.
Shout out to everybody watching us on CDM Promotions.com, also on 5 Stars. At the top of the hour will be Adrian Corona and Idaho Benitez. Saludos Toledo, también anda en México, esperando la pelea de Magsayo getting hit a little bit. See Magsayo's trunks. He has the Manny Pacquiao logo, MP Promotions logo, and it says Viva on top. So Sean Gibbons.
Sean Gibbons logo.
Got the Viva. See the hands up, which should be an eye.
Aguilar, you see his toughness here. He's strong and a little bit awkward.
Canelito, he's got the solar system on his back, I think. Oh, uppercut from Magsayo.
He does boast an excellent uppercut.
Yes, he does. Nice guy. First time I ever met him, saw him in the back. I'm really looking forward to calling your fight. I'm a big fan of yours because he's always in an action-packed fight. Seeing the ring, the levels between a championship fighter and a good, solid fighter in Isaac Abelar.
Looked great yesterday because he woke up in the morning the day of the weigh-in and he knew he didn't have to make weight. You know?
Third round. Wow. The attack and the knockdown happens early in the third.
That was a tremendous combination. There must have been 5 punches there.
But Magsayo knocks down Abelar, who just shakes his head, tries to crack his neck. Baby Janelle watching in Corona is looking at Mark Magsayo and trying to get a knockout here in the third. La Casa de Arcees is ready. Canelito from Aguascalientes. He's tough though. He's been down this road before.
Magsayo just flew in there throwing punches.
He's attacking. Canelito needs to move. Not eat punches like he is right now. Oh, Magsayo. And Canelito answers with the left. This dude is tough. He does not want to trade with Mark Magsayo. Oh, a huge KO! Magsayo has knocked out Canelito on a huge uppercut, immediately called off. Wow!
As you take a look at Abelar on the canvas, he just got cold cocked by that shot. Just one big, tremendous shot.
Wow, immediately called off. The doctors are there. 2 doctors are ringside. They're telling Canelito, who's trying to get up, and they're calling the paramedics immediately. They're going to get the stretcher for him. His legs are moving right in front of us. Moving his arms. He's trying to get up, and the doctors are telling him to stay down.
His eyes are open, and looks like he's...
Let's look at this highlight.
You saw that feint.
Wow.
The way that Magsayo moved. Look at that. The change in direction that he took.
He just dropped.
It completely
Holy
fooled
smokes.
Abelar, and that's what an experienced fighter. Watch this little move. Let's see that pivot, and then put him into position to shoot that left hook out.